subject of rap.
Talk to me.
I mean, rap's an international thing, right?
Yeah.
Rap started in the US of A, but it's such a cultural impact that it's obviously, it's filtrated its way through the rest of the world and all that stuff. And obviously, we here in the UK, we have rappers.
Facts.
We have rappers from Gigs to Biggs to SAS to Femfels to G Freshes to
Rodney Pease,
Bashy to Blake Brown to who am I missing, man? To Akalas
to Black Twang.
So we can run off a list, right?
Yeah.
So shout out to one of my favorite artists, man, like Skepta.
Yeah.
He put out a little tweet saying,
"How did that start?"
From my understanding, I feel like someone said something that made him.
Was it Drake? Was it Drake at the wireless team?
No. This is way before.
Way before.
Oh, this is way before that.
Right.
Oh, we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that.
Yeah.
Someone said something on Twitter.
Okay.
That Skepta latched onto.
Right.
And I don't know if it was at him or it mentioned his name or whatever.
Right.
But he said something, and then I think I should have got the tweet where it's basically like he was saying, "Oh, what would be cool is a UK versus US." Right? Mm-hmm. And then he actually started doing pairings. So he didn't just say something and left it. He gave pairings this person versus this person, yada, yada, yada.
Right.
So obviously that caught wind. Shout out to Mr. Dirty. He was, I remember he was outside at some function or something.
Yeah, Link
he was
Up
talking
TV.
to the man them.
Yeah.
And they were talking about this, And then Joyner Lucas was the first one to pick wind of it, the US rapper. And he's like, oh. The tweet kind of came across like a pick me kind of thing. Because like, bro, no one was really checking for you. With all due respect.
Yes.
But he jumped out like, cool, I'm ready to represent.
I'm ready to rumble.
Yeah. So Friendly Fire dropped by Skepta.
Yep.
Little light sign. And Joyner dropped his thing.
Yep.
And
what do you think?
It was typical early round.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just want to let you know I'm game for doing this, but I'm not gonna go full click.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So then since then, obviously, Skepta's dropped another diss.
Yes.
Which for me is way better.
Since then,
yeah.
Drake has gone wireless.
Right, now we're up to wireless.
Drake has gone to wireless and said...
Drake's done 3 nights wireless.
Yeah.
And he's like, the first night's R&B Friday.
Yeah.
Summer Walker and Party Next Door and all that came out.
Yep.
Saturday night 2 was going to be the Man Them.
Right.
So this was already announced that it was going to be a Man Them thing. So we wasn't trying to jump into the whole... This was already announced.
Yep.
And then the third night was like the dance or whatever.
Yeah. No gigs.
Huh.
No gigs. I was surprised.
But he's got one of his biggest songs is with Gigs.
Yeah.
And one of Gigs' biggest songs.
And you're in UK and Gigs is
interesting.
Interesting.
So before he introduces Skepta,
right,
he gives us a little intro.
Yeah, what did he say?
He goes, right, before I bring out my brother, I'm paraphrasing there, but before I bring out my brother, I just want to let you guys know there's this whole UK versus US thing going on.
Yeah.
I'm letting you guys know
Yeah.
that London has... You say London, UK, one of them has the best lyricists in the world. Better than America, better than my hometown of Canada.
What?
The UK has the best lyricists.
What did you think of that statement?
I thought of that statement, I was like, I hope it's 2 things. If you're being genuine, I respect your opinion.
Yeah.
If you're being genuine.
Yeah.
But if you're using this, if you're using it over here, to weaponize it in your... Because you're like... Drake is kind of feeling like it's him versus America.
Yes.
Right? If you're using us as a chess piece pawn in your game against the US of A, I can't respect it.
Yep.
I can't respect it.
Yep.
And do we have spitters in the UK? Absolutely. We have spitters.
Facts.
The grime scene, though, has, in my opinion... is levels above the UK rap scene in regards to exposure.
Facts.
Bar the Gigs and the Cass is Dead and Bashies, etc. The grime scene is more exposed than the UK rap scene.
Would you
collectively.
say that?
I think so. What if you like Gets, Wretch,
exposed to what you mean globally?
Globally, because like the output that's going on out there.
I think
because Dave and Central C are rap.
Right, but I was gonna get to them shortly.
What I think you're saying, and you can tell me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think because grime is born here, out of the soil, it's had more of a reach in that time frame that it was birthed. So since the pirate days and the Dizzies and the Wileys and all of that, it had a bigger impact on the UK. I wouldn't say on the world. I'd say more on the UK than UK rap.
And don't
because if you think about it, for me being a UK rapper, I would say I am a UK rapper. Yeah. It was definitely a harder slog than when it turned into grime and everybody started. I had more of a wave when I became more of a grime artist because I had to I had to adapt. One, I'm a lyricist. I'm an MC. Two, it was my younger brother and his influence from. I was outside for the generation of drum and bass and UK hip hop. Yeah. My brother was outside for the generation of UK garage and grime. Yeah. So I then teamed up with Broski and was like, all right, cool, we're gonna do this as well. Yeah. So I feel like
that's what I'm saying. And don't forget there was a point, because we were outside to see it. Yeah, yeah. In order for UK rappers to get their raps heard, some Donnies were kind of tweaking the accent a little bit. Yeah. Whereas with the grime scene, it's always felt 1000%
organic
on from the road pavements of the UK. Yeah. But those grime artists, I feel their output has far outweighed the UK rappers' output in regards to albums, singles. If you think about it, like how often is man like Skepta doing festivals, or Wretch just dropped an album, Scorchers line up again, Chip is dropping singles like almost every 2 months. Like just visually and that, I just think grime artists are more visual.
I feel like there's a lot of crossover.
It's a crossover.
I think if you're speaking from a purist point of view, I wouldn't necessarily say that's true.
Right. I would say that if we're talking about UK as a whole musically, we've been more we've looked towards the US for acknowledgement.
Of course.
From the beginning. This is before grime, before garage. It was like the Americans are setting it with the heydays, the 90s. Yep. They set the tone with the biggies and the and then we had our version of what we saw from them.
London Posse, Skinny Man, all them Donnies.
That's it. There you go. And then what happened with our thing was the drum and bass and the grime and the UK garage was homegrown, and so we found our place in what we wanted to do with the music. Now you have that to the Soul Solids, to the Dizzies, to the Wileys, to the Skeptas, blah blah. Then now it's got to this new age of where streaming the internet, and you have the birth of the Central Seas and the Daves and the Stormzy's to a degree, because Stormzy kind of teeters between the two as well. He's still looked at as a grime MC more than I still look at him as more of a grime MC than a rapper.
He just doesn't often be spitting on the 140 tempo beats that are associated with grime artists.
So I say that to say, as a whole, the UK now are flourishing. We don't even need UK. We don't need the US to acknowledge us. We're doing our own thing, and plus we're crossing over now where the US are running with certain things that we're representing. So anyway, so you're right. So I want to go back to the fact that when Drake went up on stage at Wireless and mentioned that UK are better than I feel that was a power play, and that was some idiot thing of breading, because like no one thinks like that. We're not like, we know that we're great. We know UK know we're great. We have great artists and we have a great representation. But you don't need to come up on stage and pander to us to make us feel like we're relevant in any type of way. We've been relevant.
My thing was, I don't need Drake to say that. Yeah. Because here's the thing. I need Drake to say that 5-10 years ago.
Yes.
I don't need you to say that now.
Speak on it. Speak on it.
Like, and Drake's got ties with the UK. We know that. Yeah. He turned the 02 into the 03. They literally changed the sign from the 02 to the 03. Yeah. We get it, Drake. Drake, you may not think it right now, but you're still one of the top tier people who contribute to rap.
Yeah.
Let's just be honest with it.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know you got packed up like a beach chair last year. You got your ass whooped from licks from everywhere. Like you was running with Kunta Kinte and them man there. I understand, but you are still a premier act. The thing is though, I just need artists to stop saying things when it's convenient for them to say these things. Now, imagine Drake had a little setup on stage like Kendrick did at the Super Bowl where Samuel Jackson was kind of cutting up, breaking up the thing to allow, time to move up. Cool. If he had a certain thing where he's like, oh, we don't deal with the Sun or the Daily Mail or the Guardian and all that, we just deal with Man Them News or whatever. Yeah. And for that night, he had someone up there like a ZZ Mills or someone like that speaking to him in between sets or whatever. And she then posed a question to him, oh, Drake, by the way, because we're live streaming or whatever, someone just said, what's your thoughts on the UK versus US thing?
Right.
Then I probably would have had a little bit more like, interesting.
Yes.
But again, in comparison to where you have been, you weren't screaming that or saying that at the opportunities you had to. Again, we spoke about this many pods ago.
Yes.
I need you.
But I feel like he has said it though.
What's that?
Because I've been at, she said, maybe not about the UK as a whole, but about individual artists, he's always said that.
Yeah, but
that's fine, Joe.
I'm not trying to.
No, go ahead. No, I got my.
I know that Drake knows there's real artists in the UK.
Yeah,
but the way that he spoke about it at Wireless was like, it was like don't bread. It was like a breading thing. It felt like
that's always been his thing though.
Breading.
Like a leopard never changes its spot.
Yeah. He loves to.
But I know you're not surprised he said that.
No, but Joe, I think just for me, if you're gonna bread all the time, especially.
But I think he does.
No, wait. You gotta be on your focaccia mode all the time, especially when you're at the peak of your powers, because now there's so many chinks in your armor, you're kind of scrambling and scraping for support. That's where it looked like to me.
And it goes back to where for me, it goes back to when Kendrick was telling you in the disses that you are a culture vulture and you're colonizing the thing. It's like you're standing up on stage and you're talking like, rah, is this really a
is
thing?
It genuine?
Is it genuine?
It from the heart, or is it just
100%.
Caught in because if you're caught in the moment, a lot of us say things caught in the moment.
Don't tell us, bro. You ain't got to tell us we're good. You don't have to do that. You ain't got to tell us we've got the real spitters in the UK. We know that. We bought their albums. We respect the thing.
He could have said, you know how much love I've got for the UK scene. You know I've done songs with Skepta. One of the biggest songs I have that always kills it is with Gigs. You know I've got love for this. So the man them know that I will always support them in regards to the thing and yada, yada, yada. And I, on the outside, because I'm Canadian, so I'm not from the US or the UK, I'm very interested to see how this is going to go because I know the UK ain't going to roll over and let the US man there just come in there. He could have said that and everyone would be like, I'd have been like, well, me personally, I'd be like, I respect that, Drake. Because you're not taking sides. Because don't forget, Drake, you're making all your money in the US of A. Let's keep it a buck.
Yep.
Right? The thing you love is creating in the US of A. Right. However, if you had put that message across like that, cool. Then I wouldn't feel the way I'm feeling like you're weaponizing it again.
That's the word.
Joe's right.
That's the word.
He has always shown love to the UK, 100%.
Yeah.
He's had man on albums. He's popped up where you least expect him to do things.
Yeah.
It's just
he's collaborated. He's done all of that.
So, there's always a joke of give him a London passport. Give him a London passport because he's... But the thing is just that the timing and the fact that there was nothing that made you have to say that, but you said it.
Okay.
You said it off your own back.
It's the Drizzy and Morgan show.